All right. With that being said, I hope everyone has water, all their equipment, chair, wall, whatever you're going to use for balance. And think stand up tall, shoulders back and down, abs are in tight, and let's go side to side. Remember, go at your own pace for the warm up. The important thing is that we're moving. Some movement better than no movement, right? Right, let's see if you can come a step or two forward, and then a step or two back, and a step or two forward, and a step or two back. Step or two back, step or two forward, step or two back, step or two forward, step or two back. Let's do it one more time, forward and back. And let's change the arm movement. Right, pull, pull, and let's tap back. Try to bring those arms out wide. And as they go back, feel a little pinch between your shoulder blades. Good. Let's change the arm movements to a biceps curl. Okay, and tap front. Turn that toe tap into a heel tap. Good. 4, 3, 2, arms go side, side, and down, and side, and down. So we're slowing the arms down a little bit, and then we're going to change the leg movement to a knee up, knee down, knee up, knee down. Use the wall if you need it. Use your chair if you need it. Up, down, up, down. If it only comes an inch off the floor, that's fine. Good. 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 Let's keep going. Let's do each leg one more time, and then just march. March. Here, try to get your arms moving as well as your legs, whether you're seated or standing, right? March out wide. March back in. March out wide. And march back in. And march out wide. Abs are in tight. March back in. March out wide. And march back in. All right, now we're going to alternate sides. We're going to step forward, punch, step forward, punch, 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 punch. So I'm coming up from the bottom first. Up, back, up, back, up, back. Try to pull that elbow back. Again, take your time, go at your own pace. Good. Let's change the legs to a tap out to the side and turn the arms into a punch this way. Coming in from the side. Good. All right, now we're going to go back to the front and the uppercut, front, and then the side. Right? Side twice on each side, then to the front, front, twice each side, and side, twice each side, and again, twice, and twice each side, Now, next time, once each side. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I hope everyone's awake. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Make this the last time. 1, 2. Good job. Plant your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Good. Shake out your arms a little bit. Grab a quick drink. We're going to do a little balance work. All right. We've not done this one for a couple of weeks. So feet are either together or one foot halfway in front of the other. So the toes of one shoe tucked into the arch of the other, or heel toe. Your choice. Stand up tall. Shoulders back and down, abs are in tight. Use the chair lightly or the wall if you need it. If you don't, arms down by your sides or hands on your hips. I'm going to leave that up to you. Up tall, try to find that focal point, something that's not moving. Breathe, tuck your hips forward a little bit. Unless you're standing with your feet side by side. Breathe. Good. Step your feet apart. Shake out your legs a little bit. So you sure felt a little difference between the leg in front and the leg behind if you had one in front and one behind. And let's switch. Switch legs unless your feet were side by side, in which case they go back side by side. Right? Try to stay up nice and tall, shoulders back and down, abs are in tight. Find that focal point. Tuck your hips forward a little bit so there's a little bit of weight in the front leg and not all in the back leg. And breathe. Good work. Keep holding. Good job. And step your feet apart. Shake them out a little bit. Your legs, that is. All right, we're going to do it again. So go back to that first side. Right? Get your position. Standing up tall. Good. Slowly turn your head, look over your left shoulder. And try to hold it there. Squeeze those shoulders back and down. Support with your core. Make sure you have a little bit of weight in the front leg. Slowly turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Really slowly, because if you do it too fast, you're going to throw off your balance. Breathe. Slowly bring your head back center. Good. Step your feet apart. Shake out your legs a little bit. This should have been a little more challenging doing it that way. All right, let's switch again. Good. So stand up tall, shift some of that weight forward. Abs in tight, shoulders relaxed. Long, deep breaths and slowly turn your head, look over your right shoulder. Try to keep your chin tucked down a little bit. Not so easy. Good. And then slowly turn your head, look over your left shoulder. Unless your feet are together, make sure that you've got a little bit of weight in the front leg. Right. Pull those abs in tight. Good. Slowly bring your head back center. Good job. And take your feet apart. Put a hand on your chair or the wall, whichever one you prefer. Pick a leg, swing it forward and back a few times. Right. And then swing the other one forward and back a few times. Good. And then holding on to the chair as little as possible, but as much as you need to. I'm going to start with the left leg and I'm going to go knee up, leg back, knee up, leg back. So abs are in tight. Good. And remember, we only come as far forward as that leg can lift behind us. So if the leg can't lift very high, then we don't come that far forward. Good. Let's do one more. Good job. Set it down. Shake out your legs a little bit. Make sure those abs are in tight. And then right leg. Knee up, leg back. Knee up, leg back. Knee up. Abs are in really tight. Shoulders relaxed back and down. Good. One more time. Knee up, leg back. Good job. Set it down. Shake them out again. Remember, if you feel this at all in your low back, then do some more leg swings or sit down, bring a knee up to your chest. We don't want the low back to get tight and stay tight. Okay. Go ahead and pick up your tube or band if you have one. If you don't have one, use just your arms or light weights. Okay, so we're going to shorten it up a little bit. We're going to bring the hands out in front of us here, and we're going to pull out and back in, and out and back in. And we want to try to pinch the shoulder blades together and back in. And if you wanted to tap your feet some direction, doesn't really matter which. Try to focus on the upper body movement though, and squeeze out and try to pinch your shoulder blades together. Good. Keep going. Squeeze. Two more. And out. Good job. Lower your arms down. Roll your shoulders. Make sure you always end with a shoulder roll to the back. We're going to really shorten it up, holding one end, the shorter end in your left hand and the longer end in the right hand. Right hand comes to the front of your chest or your shoulder, and elbow down. Left elbow comes up and hand in front of the other shoulder, and then out and in, out and in. Try to keep that arm in line with the rest of your body, right? So if somebody's facing your side, they can't see the other arm moving, or not much anyway. Abs are in tight. And squeeze it out so you feel it in the back of that arm as well as the front. 3, 2, and last one. And release it back in. Good job. Shake out that arm. Roll it a little bit. And then we're going to switch sides. So now left elbow down, right elbow up. Keep that wrist nice and long and straight and go out. And try to keep the elbow up in line with your shoulder. Feet are at least hip distance apart. Abs are in tight. And again, really squeeze that arm out. Feel it in the back of the arm as well as the front. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower your arms down. Roll that right shoulder forward. Roll it back. Shake it out a little bit. Good. Now we're going to take the right end or handle, drop it on the floor, step on it with the right foot, and we're holding the other handle in the left hand, and the palm is on the outside of your leg, right? Again, abs are in tight, and we're raising that arm up and down. And again, we want that arm to stay out in line with the shoulder. It wants to come forward here because that's easier, but easy is hardly ever our goal. You know that, right? Abs in tight. The shoulder's going to come up a little bit, but we don't want it pinching up all the way up toward your ear. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Put the handle in your right hand. Roll that left shoulder forward a time or 2 or even 3 and roll it back. And let's switch sides and step on the end with your left foot. And then the other handle's in your right hand. It's on the outside of your leg, not in front of your leg, squarely on the side of your leg. And we're going to raise it and lower it and raise it and keep that arm straight out from the side. So if anyone was standing to your left and looking at you from your left side, they would hardly be able to see your right arm moving. Don't forget to breathe. And remember, at any point in time, if you need to rest, rest. If you need to lighten up your weight or your resistance, do so. Grab a drink if you need one. Good. Let's do 2 more. Good work. All right, let's roll that shoulder and roll it back and shake it out a little bit. Good job. All right, we're going to take this band and we're going to bring it around behind us. And we're going to shorten it up a little bit. Good. All right, so similar to what we did in the warm-up, we're going to go here, here, so up, and then we're going to go across, cross, 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 and then up 4 times. That's twice with each arm, and across. So try to really turn. Whoops, I think that was 4. 3, 4, and across. Now, when you go across, if you want to lift your foot instead of tapping it, that's fine. And cross, 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 and forward, 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 and cross. So when you come forward, see if you can't turn a little bit. Turn, 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 and cross, 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 cross. Good, and turn, 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 and cross, 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 cross. Good, and turn, 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 and cross, 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 cross. Now 2 turns, 1 on each side, and then 2 crosses, 1 on each side, and turn, and cross. And I hope everybody's awake. Good, and turn, and cross, and turn, and cross, and turn, and cross, and turn, and cross. Let's do it one more time. And turn, turn, and cross, cross. Good job, everyone. Lower your arms down, and again, roll your shoulders. Good. I'm going to grab a quick drink. Good. All right. Now I'm going to step on it. 2 feet. Make sure it feels the same on both sides. Let's make that X. Plant your hands on your legs or the front of your hips, and let's pinch back. Pinch back. Pinch back. And pinch back and hold, 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 and release. And pinch back and hold, 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 and release. And pinch back and hold, 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 and release. And pinch back and hold, and release. Good. And pinch back and hold, hold. Abs are in tight. And release. And pinch back and hold, 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 and release. Good job. Keep going. Squeeze, squeeze. Make sure that you're tucking your chin a little bit. Good. Let's do 2 more. Pinch back and relax. And pinch back and really squeeze. And relax. Let your arms come all the way down. So lift the crown of your head up as high as you can, and then tuck your chin down just a little bit. So feel like your chin is pretty level. And then turn your head, look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder. Like your chin is sliding along a ledge or a shelf. And just turn side to side and loosen up your neck muscles a little bit. Try to keep your chin back so it's close to the front of your neck. Good, and look forward again. All right, and then if you have an X, you can undo it or keep it. It's entirely up to you. We're gonna shorten it up. We're gonna take the feet a little wider apart. If you wanna stand in front of your chair, that's fine too. And we're gonna push back, stand up. Make sure when you push back that that chin is down and you're looking down toward the floor so you're not straining your neck. You're pushing back into your heels. Abs are in really tight, and we're inhaling on the way back up. So exhale down, inhale up. And push back into your heels. Try not to bend your knees any more than you need to. Good. Good, let's do 4 more. 4, really try to push back, abs in tight. 3, 2, last time. Good job. Whew. Bring your feet closer together. Good, if you have an X, undo it. Keep keep it short, right? Bring your hands up all the way. Feet are only 2 or 3 inches apart. And let's go to the right first. So abs in tight, and we're gonna go right, center, right, center, right, center, right, center. Good. Try to bend the right side of your waist, but of course, be careful if you have any spinal issues at all. Shoulders stay back, abs in really tight. Neither knee is bending, both feet are staying flat. Three more. Three. Keep those shoulders back. Last time. Hold center, reorganize yourself if you need to. Keep that chin back and go left. Down, up, down, up, down, as far as you can. Down, up. Make sure you're not pulling with either arm. Shoulders stay down. Try to keep breathing. Good. Good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good work. All right. Extend it to the full length. If you can, make that X. We're going to do some side stepping. So we want to try to make the X because it helps to hold the tube or band on your leg, right? And then we're going to pull the handles up. Feet are starting pretty close together. And we're going to take 3 steps to the left and then 3 steps to the right. Or the other way, if you have more space to the right, doesn't matter. Here we go. Step. As long as you're going in each direction evenly, it's all good. 3, 2, 1. And now 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. So I have a little bend in my knees. 3, abs in tight. Good. My hips are pushed back just a tiny bit. Good. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3. It's fun. Remember that. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3. Mine are starting to feel it. 3, 2. Let's go one more time in each direction. You can do it. And 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone. All right. If you had an X, undo it. Right. Step your feet a little wider apart and bring your hands behind you. Try to hold the handle, if you have one, across your palm. If you're using weights, try to hold them against your palm and not just curl them in your fingers. And we're going to press back, press back, press back, press back, press back. Abs are in really tight. How about 3 more? You can do it. Feel it in the backs of your arms. Good job. Come off the tube or band, set it aside. Roll your shoulders forward. Right? Roll them back. Good job. I'm going to grab another quick drink. And then we're going to actually start today with a medium or a lightweight, depending on what you have. So we're not starting with the heaviest weight, right? So this one can do seated or standing. If you're doing it seated, it's going to look like this. So we're going to reach down and overhead and down like you're putting it back under the chair. And overhead, I'm sitting out toward the front of the chair. And then if you're standing, We're going to start here, and you can bend your knees and go as low as you're comfortable with going, right? If you're just not comfortable going that low, then don't go that low. Reach more at knee level rather than ankle or foot level. Okay, so abs are in really tight, and we're going to go down first. So down and up toward the ceiling. Down and up. Abs are in really tight. And up toward the ceiling. So we're reaching back because it helps to stretch out the low back. So the abs are in tight to help to support the low back. Remember, you don't want to become too winded with this one. So if you find that you're becoming winded, then stop and just move around a little bit and catch your breath. Good. Let's just do one more time. Good work, everyone. Go ahead and set this weight down. Very good. All right. Shake out your legs a little bit. Okay. Good. All right. Now, a little bit more balance work before we move into a little more strength work. So fingertips light on the chair. We're going to bring one knee up in front of us, and we're going to hold it there for 30 seconds. So doesn't matter to me which leg you start with. Just pick one and don't forget which one it is. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. Right? If you need the chair or the wall, fine. If you don't, arms can be at your sides or hands on your hips. Abs in tight. Try to find that non-moving focal point. Lift yourself up as tall as you can. And breathe. Try not to lean. Right? Try to relax the toes of the foot that you're standing on. That's probably enough for now. Good. And go ahead and release it down. Shake them out. Long, deep breaths, and then we're going to switch legs. So remember, if you need to, you can rest the toes in front of you. And here we go. Pick it up. Right. Try to stay nice and straight. Abs are in tight. Chest up, shoulders back. Make yourself nice and tall. Find your focal point. Abs are in tight. Try not to hold your breath. Good job. Set it down, shake them out. We're going to do that one more time on each leg. Woohoo! All right, are we ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and pick it up. And breathe and think, stay up tall. Even if you don't have a mirror, try to feel your way into standing up really tall. Feel like your weight is even in your foot, not more on the outside edge than the inside edge. Good, and release it down. Good work, everyone. 3 down, 1 to go. We can do it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, pick it up. Good, remember, stay nice and square. Don't let that leg that you lifted push you over. Right, breathe, find that non-moving focal point. Abs in tight. Almost there. Good job, set it down. Nice work, everyone. All right, now put a hand on the chair, pick a leg, swing it forward and back. And then switch. Good job. All right, we're gonna pick up those heavy weights. We're gonna do some pinches. Right, so make sure you're bending at the knee and the hip, and then push yourself straight up. Okay, so feet are about hip distance apart, arms are down by your sides, right? And plant your hands on the sides of your legs and then pinch your shoulder blades. Pinch your shoulders back, shoulder blades squeeze together. Remember, your hands should not be moving much at all. Pinch back. Try not to push your chin forward when you're pushing back. Try to tuck your chin and keep it there. Now pinch back and hold and relax, and pinch back and hold and really feel it and relax, and pinch back and hold and feel it. Good, and relax, and pinch back and hold and relax, and pinch back and hold and relax, and pinch back and hold and relax. And one more time, pinch back and hold. Good work. Now bend your knees and bend at the hip, and we're going to set those weights down and stand up and roll your shoulders forward a few times and roll them back. Shake out your arms a little bit. Okay, now while those weights are on the floor, we're going to come back and we're going to step behind one of them, and we're going to put our foot right beside that weight. So one foot is behind it, one foot is beside it. You can do this sitting as well, and we're going to go up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. So go at your own pace. Again, we're balancing, and we're also picking our feet up off the floor, which is important. Two more times on each side. Last one. Good job. Now we're going to switch, and the leg that was just moving is now the stationary leg, and the other foot comes forward and up and over, up and over, up and over. And try to have a little bit of space between your foot and that weight if you can. Doesn't matter if you need the wall or the chair for a little stability, that's fine. And sometimes we need it for one side and not the other. That's fine too. Abs are in tight. One more time. Good job. Shake out your legs a little bit. Now we're going to come back between them. We're going to bend down. We're bending the legs more than the back, and we're going to pick them up and stand up again. And if you want to stand in front of your chair for this one, that's fine. Shoulders are back and down, abs are in tight, hands are at the sides of the legs, and we're going to push the hips back. The hands are going to slide down to the outsides of your knees, and then come up and try to tuck your tush forward a little bit and push back, abs in tight, and squeeze up and tuck your tush forward a little. Abs are in tight, chin stays down as you're coming forward, so you're looking at the floor and not out in front of you. And inhale on the way back up. And push back so you feel it in the backs of your legs, and squeeze under at the top. Good, and at the top, really squeeze your tush. And abs are staying in tight and shoulders are staying back. That's a lot to remember, I know. And up and squeeze. And abs are in tight. Remember, the hands go no lower than the sides of your knees, because when they go lower than that, then the back tends to round, and that's not what we want here. Good, let's do 3 more. Really push back and squeeze up and push back and squeeze up and push back and squeeze up. Good work. Let's bend down, set those weights down. Good, now put a hand on the chair. Pick a knee, bring it up to your chest. If you can do this standing, great. If not, sit down and do it. So yes, we'd like to have a little bit of balance here, but we're much more interested in stretching out the back of the leg and the glute, right? So don't worry so much about balance, but do try to hold the chair as lightly as you can, or the wall. Good. And let's release down. And we're going to switch sides. Right, so fingertips light on that chair, abs are still in tight. Good job, and set it down. And we're just going to pick up one weight now, and we're going to hold it in the left hand because we're working the right side of the waist. Right fingertips are behind your ear or on your shoulder. Either one. Feet are only an inch or two, maybe 3 apart. Abs and super tight. Here we go. Down and back. Down and center. And down and center. And squeeze those abs in tight. Maybe do a little Kegel squeeze. Remember, your elbow is staying on the side of your body, not in front. Good. 5 more. 5, 4. Now, after this, we're going to stretch the side. So if you want to put the weight down, that's fine. 2. Last one. Here's where you'd put the weight down if you want to. Otherwise, right arm goes straight up. Push the hips over to the right and flex left. And let that weight in your left hand kind of pull you down into the stretch. Good job, and inhale back up. All right, switch sides. Fingertips of the left hand are either on your shoulder or behind your left ear with the elbow up. And we're pushing our fingers into the side of the head a little bit. Here we go, abs and tight. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. Only 5 more. 5, 4. Remember, if you want to put the weight down for the stretch, you do it after this rep. Good job, and reach that arm up. Push your hips over to the left and flex to the right. Breathe. Good job, and inhale and come back up. All right, we're going to set these weights aside and we're going to pick up weights for biceps. All right, so we're going to do some biceps curls. We haven't done those yet. Let's do hammer curls today. Okay, so palms are facing the sides of your legs. Elbows are still tucked in tight, and we're going to curl up this way and down, up this way and down. And try to really keep your wrist extended. Now, they might feel a little bit harder this way, and you might need to lighten up your weight a little bit because we're approaching the muscles differently than we normally do. Try not to let that upper body move. Shoulders stay back, right? We're not going like this. We have 4 more. You can do it. Try not to grip too tightly. 3, 2, 1. Good work, everyone. Set these weights down. Woo, shake out your arms. Okay, very good. All right, now grab the lightest weights. The lightest weights of your workout. okay? And we're gonna work the muscles in our backs a little bit. So I want you to turn your palms forward, and I want you to see if you can bring your arms up here. Good. And then back down. I need to move my chair out of the way. And then up and down. And if this is too hard to do with your lightest weights, just put them down and go this way. And up and down. And hopefully you can get your arms up there. Most of the time, we can't get the arms up there. It's tightness in the chest muscles that don't allow it. Or if you can't get your arms to go back, if they want to come more forward, that's usually tightness in the chest muscles. So see what you can do. Let's try 2 more. Abs are in really tight, protect your low back. And all the way back down. Good work, everyone. Keep one of those weights. Oops. Okay. I lied because I forgot. I know you were all thinking, we haven't stood up and sat down yet, but we're going to do it right now. I don't want you to think that I've totally lost my mind. Okay, so if you're going to use weights, go ahead and grab them. You all know what the drill is. Let's start standing today. So if it's more comfortable, you can turn your toes out a little bit and arms can be at your side, or you put the weights up on your shoulders, right? Here we go. Down and up. And we're sitting as lightly as we can. Good. And lightly, make sure that you're not letting yourself fall back, and don't let your feet come up off the floor. Good. If you find yourself having to use your arms too much or pinch your shoulders up and you have weights, then set the weights down. And try to sit, again, as lightly as you can. We want to really try to control as much of the movement as we possibly can. And if you get tired and you're using weights, set the weights aside. If you're sitting and standing and you don't have weights, but you're getting tired, sit and just do the alternating knee lift sitting. Let's do 5, 4. Woohoo, it's fun, remember? 3. Good job, everyone. You can do it. 2. And last time. Good work, everyone. Stay seated. If you have weights, set them down. I'm going to take off my ankle weights. Sit back a little. Pick a knee. Bring it into your chest. Right? Circle your foot. Circle your ankle. Good. Hold it in just a little bit longer for a good stretch. Good work. All right. Scoot forward a little bit. Take that same leg and ankle over knee. Remember, if you need to, you can extend the other leg or put the ankle just below the knee. Sit up. You're going to feel like you're leaning forward a little bit, right? Try to press down on that leg, not on the knee, but on the leg above the knee. And breathe. Good job. All right, now hands go on the outside of that knee, and we're going to pull that knee across toward the opposite side of your body and then up in towards your chest so you feel it down in here. Remember, try not to lean back. Breathe. Not so easy to do, I know. Just a few more seconds. We're trying to hold it for 30 seconds. Good job. And release. And we're going to scoot all the way over toward, if that was your right leg you were doing, scoot over to the right side of your chair. If it was the left leg, scoot over to the left. And then lower that knee down. Hold on to the chair with your opposite hand. Lift up as tall as you can and then try to push back a little bit. That pushback needs to come from down here rather than just the shoulders, because we don't want to compress the spine. We want to push the whole spine back in the same alignment that it would be in if we were sitting up. Woohoo! Feel that stretch. Those muscles get really tight. It's really important to do this stretch. And we're going to hold it just a little bit longer. Good job. And sit up and bring that foot forward and come back into the center of your chair. Sit back maybe a little bit, lean back, pick up the other knee, bring it into your chest, right? And circle your foot, circle your ankle. And then make sure you change direction. And keep holding it in, because I'm timing us. We're holding it in for 30 seconds. So we're doing roughly 2 minutes worth of stretching for each leg. Good, and release it and scoot forward a little bit, right? Sit up and ankle over knee. Extend the leg if you need to. Put the ankle below the knee if you need to. Good, and then hands just above the knee and we're pressing down. We're sitting up, right? It's gonna feel a little bit like you're leaning forward, and you might be a little bit, but that's okay. Think chin stays tucked, shoulders stay back. Breathe. Think happy thoughts. You're almost done with your workout. You should be very proud of yourselves for doing it. Good. And then hands on the outside of that knee, and we're going to push that knee across toward the opposite side of your body and up and in towards your chest a little bit. And remember, we're going to feel that stretch in this general area. And remember, we feel it more where it's tighter. We're not all tight in the exact same areas. Good. Okay, and then release and then slide over toward that edge of your chair, right? Hold on with the opposite hand, lower that knee down, sit up. Do what I say, not what I do. I forgot. My computer is telling me that my battery's running low, so I need to plug it in. So keep it going with that stretch. Remember, you're lifting up as tall as you can, and you're maybe even leaning back a little bit. So you really feel that stretch. Right here. Don't fall off your chair, please. Good job. All right, and then sit up and let's stand up. All right, and I'm just gonna turn my chair. You're gonna stand behind your chair, maybe 12 to 18 inches. Push your hips back, push back into your heels. Push your chest down toward the floor and feel the stretch all down the backs of your legs and even starting in your low back maybe. And try to keep the shoulders back so that your upper back and mid back are not rounding. Just a few more seconds. And abs are in tight and we're standing up tall. Good. All right. And we're going to reach the arms up overhead and maybe flex over to one side. Breathe. And center and then flex over to the other side. Good. And center. And then see if you can maybe push your hips forward a little bit. You could even take your hands down if you wanted to, or put them in your low back. But we just want to push the hips forward and stretch out the front of the hips one more time. Good. And then stand up and take one or two big shoulder rolls forward and one or two big shoulder rolls to the back. And we are all done. Great job, everyone. As always, thank you so much for